Pick one fragrance for life. Are you mad, bruv? I can't believe this new tag. I've really had enough. You're telling me it should be good for men and women? I'm so confused, you know my head is really spinning. I don't have time for this kind of fragrance craziness, but if I don't do it, then I'll be accused of laziness. Another tag like this was not necessary, bro. I'm gonna do it cause I need some easy views though. 15 sprays of Aventus every day of the week. I have the fragrance wisdom and the knowledge that you seek. I'm smelling good and I mean better than you other suckers. Talking about other reviewers, that bunch of mother. The ladies are queuing around the block to spend the day with me. I snap my fingers and they come running to play with me. So shut up, sit down and prepare to be instructed. Into the smelly army you're about to be inducted. Hello everyone, welcome back to all of you in the Smelly Army. So today we're going to be having a look at a tag video that a few other reviewers have done, and the concept is one fragrance to rule them all. More about that in a moment. Before we get into that, if you'd like to sign up to the Smelly Army Private Members Club over on Patreon, there's a link in the description below. It's just $2 a month and I give you an extra video every week plus more. You can see all the old footage that I've uploaded in there, exclusive videos every week, and we're building a really nice community. So I'd love to see you in there. Check out the link. Right, now let's get into this video. So it's a tag series concept. It was started by Beauty Meow, a really great reviewer over in the States. If you haven't checked her out, I'll put the link in the description for her channel. Subscribe. Great female reviewer, covers all manner of different fragrances. And the concept is one fragrance for all seasons that could be just the total perfect fragrance for any man or woman anytime. I'm going to actually let Beauty Meow herself explain the concept to you.
We're talking about a scent that can work for everybody, any sex, any age, any place that you live, be it someplace really hot or someplace really cold. A scent that can be worn casually, a scent that can be also worn formally, a scent that is both masculine and feminine, or would appeal, if it's a feminine scent, to men, or if it's a women's scent would appeal, or if it's a men's scent would appeal to women. You get the picture.
Okay, so that's what she said about this. It's you know, I know we've had a lot of these tags. We've had one per season, or you know, this kind of stuff. Top 5, one fragrance for every season, niche version, all these different kind of tag videos. But this one, I thought, yeah, that's fun. I've been tagged by 2 people, thanks to them. One of them is Juan from Huelme Mucho channel. He's a Spanish reviewer, does his reviews in English, and then also uploads a video in Spanish. So great reviewer. Again, I'll put the link in the description. And Yana from the Tommelise Channel has tagged me as well. And there's a link in the description to her great channel as well. So thank you very much to all of those people. So the concept, one fragrance for any gender, all seasons, and it's got to be versatile, and it's got to be good, of course. So the ultimate fragrance, if we could only have one, what would I pick? And they wanted us to justify this idea. Well, Beauty Meow did. You know, we want to know why you've picked it. You've got to explain a little bit about this, why it's suitable for men and women, why it works in every season. You know, is it going to be a cheap one or an expensive one? Well, you're going to find out. So I actually didn't think very long and hard. It just pretty much, I thought, if there was just one that I'd recommend, I know what it would be. Can you guess? You may be able to guess, viewers. It's one that I've mentioned many times, but not so much for a while on my channel. And I would go with Acqua di Parma's Colonia Essenza. This was, I think, a 2010 release from Acqua di Parma, and it's part of their Colonia line. The company, very, very famous for making Colonia-style fragrances. The original came out in 1916. There have been all kinds of different flankers in the, mostly in the very late 20th and early 21st century. They've become more of a worldwide brand. Used to be a little bit more of a brand you could only get in Italy. But Acqua di Parma Colonia Essenza is my choice. Let's find out why. I'll tell you the notes on this fragrance first. It's a citrus aromatic fragrance. In the top, you're going to have lemon, orange, and bergamot, mandarin, grapefruit, neroli, and petitgrain. In the mid, rosemary, lily of the valley, rose, jasmine, and cloves. And the base notes are vetiver, patchouli, white musk, and amber. And that's taken from the official Acqua di Parma website. So a fantastic citrus aromatic scent. Some people say it's one of the best neroli scents out there. I don't think it's a very obvious neroli fragrance. It doesn't smell as much of neroli as certain other neroli based fragrances out there. So for me, it's an all-round citrus melange in the opening that I really find very, very enjoyable. Very soapy and fresh, but without just having a very one-dimensional citrus aspect. This one is certainly not aquatic. You can pick out that it's a citrus fragrance, but it's very hard actually to pick out individual citrus accords, I find. So I don't obviously necessarily pick up on the neroli. I don't obviously notice an orangey note, but I get a very nice Mediterranean-esque chic freshness in the opening of the fragrance. I also get a lot of depth in the mid. There's some complexity, the kind of herbal note of rosemary in there. There's florals in there with the lily of the valley and the jasmine. And then in the base, you've got woody notes, of course, vetiver being the one listed. Patchouli is in there. So there's a little bit of this kind of warmth and depth. There is even amber listed as a note. So it's got a very complex kind of note profile, I think, with many different layers. And it has a very, very pleasant aura that I think any person, or nearly any sane person, will enjoy. I think that this fragrance is marketed towards men more than women. They don't explicitly say it's a men's fragrance, but I think generally speaking they do have some specifically female fragrances at Acqua di Parma, and these perhaps tend to be bought and worn more by the male fragrance connoisseurs out there, the Colonia range. So I think the fragrance is marketed at men, but it's certainly very much wearable by women because the overall feel is fresh and soapy, a little bit complex and enigmatic, but very bright and breezy and Mediterranean. So to me, totally unisex. Claire from the Smurfy Girly channel also has a bottle and wears it, and it works really well on her. Most people will say, oh, but hang on a minute, that's really just a summertime fragrance, a summer holiday fragrance. Well, kind of. I mean, if you had to name one season, you'd probably say either spring or summer for this one. But I don't think that the fragrance is explicitly, or it has to be, only for the summertime. It's very much an all-rounder, and it does have enough depth and enough complexity that I think I've often worn it in the winter or in the autumn time. It's a great signature scent for any man or woman. Also, it's not outrageously expensive. Prices online, the official RRP, 100ml is £104 on the Acqua di Parma website, or you can get a 180ml whopping bottle for only £136. So if it was your signature scent, that would actually represent great value and would last a very long time. You can also find some deals at reputable online discounters too, so you can get even cheaper than that. So it's not outrageously expensive, kind of just a notch above designer prices, so that's in its favour too. Completely wearable by a man or a woman. It's not totally obvious that everyone smelled it and everyone, I mean, you know, it's niche is not so niche anymore. Most people are aware of brands like Acqua di Parma or Creed, but it's not your Paco Rabanne fragrance or your Mugler fragrance that everybody smelled. It's a little bit under the radar, maybe for the average member of the public. So you've got a little bit of uniqueness there. Acqua di Parma, classy Italian fragrance company. It's chic, it's good, it's very versatile for work. You can wear it in the daytime, no problem. You can wear it for a night out. It has good performance, it lasts really well, and it projects quite well in the air. It's not beast mode, but I put it in the very good to very, very good category for performance. If you go easy on the spray, it works well as an inoffensive daytime work scent. If you want to wear it on a night out, it's really classy, it smells great, and it projects nicely, especially if you spray quite a lot. I sometimes take an atomizer when I wear this one because I do like to reapply. I love the opening on this fragrance. The development starts out a little bit more zesty and citrusy, doesn't change enormously, but comes down to a kind of white musk and a certain sort of aura of a warming sweetness underlying the lovely zesty citrus opening. So for me, a very nice development, but it's not sort of hugely complex in the way that it develops. You're going to recognize that smell as being Essenza from beginning to end. I find the notes really well blended, that I can't really pick out, oh, there's rose, there's vetiver. I just get a smell that it's the beautiful, clean Mediterranean chic smell of Essenza when I smell this one. So that works for me really well as well. I like that skill that the perfumer has. I don't know who the perfumer is when they've mixed different notes and it just smells of one beautiful thing. You can't easily pick out the lemon, the tobacco, the whatever. There's no tobacco in this, but you get the point, okay? So a beautiful, well-crafted fragrance, affordable, versatile for any occasion. Formal occasions, yes, fine, going to work there really well, but equally well in casual occasions. No problem at all. Good performance, good price, no problem for a man or woman. Wonderful fragrance. So that's my one for all seasons, one fragrance to rule them all. Please let me know what your choice would be for one fragrance to rule them all. Comment below. I've got to tag somebody else. Who shall I tag? Let's think. I'm going to tag AC from the channel Smells Good, another UK reviewer. I think his channel's really good and he's growing fast, deservedly so. So AC from the Smells Good channel, I'm tagging you to do this one too if you haven't already. If you have, whoops. Thanks ever so much for watching. Hope to see you in the next video. And remember, whatever you're doing in life, let's project. Bye-bye. Oh, I forgot to say, let me know. Oh. He's doing the thumbnail now. Kind of embarrassing. How's that? Hopefully good.
Smelly.